Good morning, students. Today I am going to give you textual notes for the lesson post-World War political development of political science. Question number 1. Choose the right options and rewrite the sentence. Okay. 1. A system of independent and sovereign states. So answer is international system. Second one is the main responsibility of the United Nations. So that is to avoid war. Okay. Third one, the Cold War ended with this event, and the answer is B1, disintegration of the Soviet Union. Now question number 2. Explain with reasons whether the following statements are true or false. Now number 1. The League of Nations was established after the First World War. So you have to write the answer is true. The First World War caused a tremendous loss of life and property. Answer, that reason you have to give. Answer point 1 is the First World War caused a tremendous loss of life and property. Second point is all the nations felt that such a war should not happen again, and some measures need to be taken to achieve this end. Out of this thinking, an international organization called the League of Nations was established. Second question is, the world became unipolar due to the Cold War. Okay, and the answer is false. First point you can write, at the end of the Second World War, America and the Soviet Union became competitor. Competitors. Second point, America and the Soviet Union were allies in war. ALLIES, allies in war, formed rival RIVAL military organization. Third point, most countries of the world joined the power blocks headed by these two superpowers. Fourth point is, thus the world became bipolar due to the Cold War. Third question, the policies of Mikhail Gorbachev gave an impetus to democratization, and the answer is true. The Soviet Union adopted the policy. Answer is true, and you have to write point wise. So point 1, the Soviet Union adopted the policy of opening up of the economy. Point 2, the state loosened, LOOSENED, loosened up its control of the economy. Third point, the president of Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, implemented the policies of reconstructing or restructuring and glasnost, that is GLASNOST. You can write in the bracket openness, OPENESS, openness. Okay, so due to these policies, the control over the media was reduced. So this is the third point. Third point is, due to these policies, the control over the media was reduced. Fourth point, important changes took place in political and economic sphere. Okay, so you can write, thus the policies of Mikhail Gorbachev gave an impetus to democratization. DEMOCRATISATION. I will repeat it again. DEMO, demo, CRATISATION. Now, question number 4, you have to add, it is not here, but I will give you, so you can see from this book. Okay. So here, question number 4 is, America's use of nuclear weapons was responsible for the Cold War. And the answer is false. America was a nuclear power even before the beginning of Cold War. Second point, America and Soviet Union were the allies during the Second World War. Third point, America had dropped two nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end the Second World War. So you can see this answer, fourth answer. Now fifth question, it is not there. Fourth and fifth question is not there in the textbook. It is extra. So fifth one is Cold War led to the formation of military organization. Answer is true. North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NAT or NATO, was formed by America and saw pact, PACT pact by the Soviet Union. Okay. Second point, these superpowers took upon themselves the responsibilities of security of the countries joining their military organization. So this is the answer. Now next question is question number 3. Explain the following concept. Okay. So first one is Cold War. This answer is there on the page number 60. So Cold War is there on the page number 60. Okay. So point wise you can write, this is short notes. First short notes point will be America and Soviet Union, who were allies in the Second World War, became competitors as soon as the war got over. So this is the first point. Short notes means directly also you can write, but write point wise. Okay. Second point is the cooperation between them gave way to rivalry. This rivalry occupied a period of 40 to 45 years of international politics. Okay. And there was no open war between these two countries. So point wise you write where this answer is over now, so that you can change the points. Okay, this is the second point. This is the first point, you can see. This is the second point. This is the third point. This till here you write third point. Sorry, politics. Okay, rivalry occupied a period of 40 to 45 years of international politics. Then 1, 2. Third point is there was no open war between. Okay, so this is the first point from here to here till over. Then the two rivalry is the second point. Till politics you write second point. Third one is there was no open war between these two countries, but there was such tension in their relations. Okay. After relations, that it seems that a war would erupt anytime. So this is the fourth point till here. Okay. sorry, 3 point, third point, and fourth one is here. The concept of Cold War is used to describe the conditions where there is no actual war, but there are such tensions in the circumstances that they may be responsible to cause war. In this period, till war, you write fourth point. And fifth one is here. Fifth point is from here to here. So that is the struggle for power, arms, race, differences in ideologies, attitude of checkmating each other by strategies and counter strategies gave rise to the World War. So this is the short note 1. So you can write, as somebody told me that I am going very fast and you are unable to write, so I thought to give you like this. Okay. Now see, second one is non-alignment. Okay. Non-alignment you can write, this is short notes, second one. First point you can write, in the period of Cold War, while the world was becoming bipolar, there were some countries which did not want to join the superpower rivalries. So this is first point. Such nations decided to stay out of the Cold War rivalry. This is the second point. Their policy is known as non-alignment. So this is the third point. Their policy is known as non-alignment. Non-alignment was an important movement during the Cold War. So this is the first point, second point and third point. Okay. Now third one is interdependence. Okay. So this is third short notes and you can write, first point, all the countries of the world are dependent on each other for one reason or the other. So this is the first point. However big, prosperous or developed a nation may be, it can never be self-sufficient about all its needs. Even big nations have to depend upon others. Big and small nations, okay? Even big nations have to depend upon other big and small nations. Thus, interdependence is an important feature. So from here to here you can write first point. No, don't write till here. Till here you write till need first point. Second point is even big nations have. Okay. From here it is clear, I think. No, you can write nicely now. And then see this one till here. Okay. After important features of the international system, that is today's global system, only 2 point is there. So you can write, this is short notes and it is there on the page number 57, interdependence. Now fourth one is explain the following concept, or you can write as short notes, bipolarization. Okay. This also you have to write full paragraph. It is not so big. So point 1 you can write, during the Cold War, most countries of the world joined either of the two superpowers blocks. Such a division of the nations of the world in two groups is bipolarization. The scope of the Cold War increased due to this the sphere of tension spread. So you can write this first point, only 2 points I will give you here. Or you can write during the Cold War till blocks, you write first point. Second point here, such a division of the nations of the world in two groups is bipolarization. Okay, this is the second point. And third point, the scope. Third point is this, the scope of the Cold War increased due to this, the sphere of tension spread. Then fourth point you can write, soon both the superpowers realized that the arms race may endanger international peace. Okay, so hence efforts towards arm control and disarmament also happens during this period. So this you can write. So these are the points. Write neatly. And the last one is point for this concept. You can write globalization, that you can write as short notes also. Okay, it can come in short notes. See here, globalization answer is there. Point wise you can write. First point is, after the end of the Cold War, trade and economic relations between countries became more open. Okay, so this you can write first point. Second point is, the give and take of ideas among people all over the world grew. Second point. Due to the revolution in information technology, different events and developments began to be known everywhere. So this is the third point. Okay, first point is from starting after till, you can write here, this is the first point. Second point is this one, second point. Okay, here to here, and then here to here is third point. Fourth point is, the boundaries between nations did not remain as sacrosanct as they were before. And fifth point is, all these processes are together called globalization. Okay, so here you can add one more line after open. This full you write here, it will not go. Second point from, then here to here you write second point. Okay, first, after, from when you are starting the answer, after the end of the Cold War, trade and economy relations between countries became more open. This is the first point. As been mentioned before, capital, labor market and information began circulating globally. This is the second point. Third is from the give and take. Okay, so like this you write. Third point is from here, the give and take till grew. Then fourth one is due till everywhere. Fifth one is the boundaries between till before. And sixth one is all these processes till globalization. Okay. Now, give your opinion on the following topics. Question number 1. What measures should the League of Nations have taken to avoid the Second World War? Okay, this is the question. Answer is, answer 1. You can write point wise. So, you can write answer point wise, point 1. To avoid the outbreak of the Second World War, the Leagues of Nations should have applied economic sanction, SANCTIONS, sanctions on Japan, Germany and Italy. Okay, I will repeat this first point again. To avoid the outbreak of the Second World War, the League of Nations should have applied economic sanctions on Japan, Germany and Italy. Okay. The League of Nations should have asked the members nation and America to send their military contingents, 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 to raise the army of the League of Nations. Third point, the League of Nations should have built up world public opinion and exerted pressure on the belligerent nations. Fourth point, the nations would not have dared, dared to go against the world public opinion, desisted, desisted from the acts of aggression, and thereby the outbreak of Second World War could have been avoided. See, if you have not written, you can see this answer. This is the second point, this one. This is the second point, okay? Don't make spelling mistakes. Third point, the League of Nations should have built up world public opinion and exerted pressures on the belligerent nations. And fourth point is here, as I have said. Now question number 2. Non-alignment was necessary during the Cold War. Okay. Then the answer is point 1 you can write. Non-alignment was necessary during the Cold War because in the period of the Cold War, while the world was becoming bipolar. Point 2, there were some countries which did not want to join the superpower rivalry. Third point, such nations decided to stay out of the Cold War rivalry. Their policy is known as non-alignment. Now third question is, human welfare was neglected due to the Cold War. Okay. So answer is, so this is the answer. In their quest to attain world supremacy, the superpowers established military organizations. Okay. Second point, they indulged in arms race to put outstanding each and other, sorry, this is they indulge in arms race to outsmart each and other and spend billions of dollars on the arms and armaments, created an atmosphere of tension, and the people around the world were living under the threat of the war of total annihilation. ANNIHILATION. Then the fourth point is here. This one is the fourth point. This is the third point. Okay. So this is the fourth point. The money spent on research and development of armaments could have been spent on humans' welfare activities. In this way, human welfare was neglected due to the Cold War. Okay, so this is the answer 3. Now you can write this answer. Now fourth question is, which countries can come up as superpowers as competitors to America in the present times? So here first point is, the world had become unipolar of the disintegrations of the USSR. Second point, however, the European Union is emerging as a strong power that could challenge the American supremacy. Third point, Russia has absorbed the shock of disintegration and it is striving hard to regain the status of superpower. Fourth point, China had overtaken America in economic activities and has acquired military muscles to challenge the American supremacy. Fifth point, India too is marching in the direction of becoming an economic power. And sixth one is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa have formed BRICS, BRICS, which has the combined capacity to compete with America. This is now question number 5. Write brief answer. So this one I will give you later. Okay. Otherwise I am not giving this, and second and third you do. So second and third I will tell you. What were the factors responsible for the end of the Cold War? So answer is, you can write the factors responsible for the end of the Cold War are as follows. Okay, point 1. The Soviet Union adopted the policy of opening up the economy and loosening the state control on the economy. The then president of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, implemented the policy of restructuring and openness. Restructuring, restructuring, and openness, openness, openness. The Soviet economy and polity were restructured. Okay, I will repeat this answer again. The then president of Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, implemented the policy of restructuring and openness. The Soviet economy and the polity, polity were restructured. Third point, he reduced control over the press. This gave an impetus to democracy in Russia. Fourth one, the East European countries challenged socialist government. These countries broke free from the influence of the Soviet Union and adopted a democratic capitalist path. Fifth one, disintegrations of the Soviet Union contributed to the end the Cold War. Okay. Now question number 3 you can write. Sorry, this one. First I have not given, second given, and third I am giving you. What major changes occurred in the global politics after the end of the Cold War? So these also you have to write point wise. Answer 1. The following major changes occurred in the global politics after the end of the Cold War. Point 1. Global politics became unipolar, unipolar, with America remaining the only superpower. An atmosphere, second point, an atmosphere conducive, conducive, to the growth in trade and economic relations between the and among nations emerged. Capital, labor, market, technologies, ideas and informations freely circulated throughout the world. Fourth point, the ideas of giving aid, aid to other nations fell behind as all nations of the world decided to give priority to trade relations. Fifth point, the descriptions of a country which was opposed to another changed from enemy nations to rival nations. Sixth one, the responsibility of the United Nations has increased. It is now required to take concrete steps to maintain global peace and security. Seventh one, the issues of environmental protections, fostering, fostering, of human rights, gender, equality and management of natural calamities have now acquired a global dimension, dimension. Okay. Now this chapter is completed. Okay, so you can write lesson number 1. This was lesson number 1 of political science. Write neatly.